Good evening. Hello. I'm good. I'm good. I'm ready for a bit of action. I'm here. Yes, I'm here for a bit of madness. Last race of the week here at Contest of Speed with the Tier 4 guys. So, yeah, looking forward to it. Dry quality by the looks of it. This track in the wet is just it's not fun to drive. But lucky for these guys, they have a dry quali, so hopefully we can see some quick lap times from these guys. Obviously, if you've seen before the stream side, we have the championship, and it's the man I'm on board with is Rita, who is the current championship leader. Also with his teammate as well, leading the constructors by 12 points. So with Andre missing the Red Bull as well, these two guys in the Alfa Romeos will want to try and bridge that gap, even though we're only 3 races in. Yeah, so these guys want to be pulling out a gap, as I'm going to stick with Reek, the championship leader. He's about to start a lap here. Yeah. Yeah. As Risa's going to come up to Scary now. See how he goes on. Oh, just pushes wide there. Didn't invalidate. Oh. Great save though. Great save. Yeah, as he comes out to the parabolic now, wants to hug that inside, get on the power as soon as he can, which he does. He's going to punch the line here. Oh, no, he pits. Not yet. So lap times around here, as Tiger Ross sets to 196, maybe looking for a high 118 for these guys tonight. It was, you all know, just at a 118.7. Oh, I can't hear you. Let me bear with. Let's have a quick look. The party audio is on. So yeah, if you can hear Neil in the stream, you can just let us know. If you can't, still, then not. Yeah, you've missed the insight. See, that's what I like about my co-commentator tonight. He had a great knowledge of F1, which I wish I could have. I mean, you should be on Mastermind. Let's have a look on board any guys. And I think is Chaos on a lap. I still call him Mills's, and I always will call him Mills's. And he's going to come up. Oh. Validates how he got onto the gravel then. Let me just have a look. Yeah, the audio is shared. Share party audio. Yeah. Not sure. Unless you want to leave a party, I'll invite you. See if that works, maybe. Yeah, I've got party shared, so I'm not sure. Whilst Neil leaves, sorry for any interruption. It's one of those. Whilst you're locked in, you're still up top with a 118.7. Will you bear with me 1 second whilst I invite Neil back to the party and hopefully get it resolved. Where is Neil? Yep, so that's inviting Neil back to the party, so hopefully he can come back and you can hear his wonderful voice. As I'm looking at leaderboard, so we've still got Ewan on a 118.7, Raju with a 119.5. I'm sure these guys to go a little bit quicker, so expect to see the times come down with just over 10 minutes to go here. As Lars is just about to start a lap. Coming up to the first chicane now. Yeah, nice and tidy through there, just getting the power as soon as he can. Of course, Lars is a tier 3 driver. He hasn't had the best start to the season in tier 3, but still a very long way to go. As he's filling in for Clausen, who unfortunately isn't here tonight. Takes the chicane nicely there. As I'm still waiting for Neil to come to the party. Oh, this is not good. And then whilst I invite Neil, Lars invalidated unfortunately. Yeah, so we have researchers set at 192. Come back up the field, current championship leader. So anyone else on that? Let's watch Raji. Go on board with Raji. He's had a quite a good start this season. Definitely going to be up there in terms of fighting for the driver's title. Appeared in the tier 3 race on Monday and had a nice show and showed that he had some good pace. See if he can replicate that time. Oh, he just invalidates going through the Scour chicane there. So we'll have to pit and go out for another run. Oh, I'm sending the wrong. Oh, I've sent the wrong invite out to the wrong person or the wrong account. That's just me being stupid. And we're sorry about this, guys. I don't even have his other account as a friend. God damn it. There he is. Cos Wizard. So hopefully she'll be back in, you can hear his voice. Oh, sorry about that. That's just me being an idiot. I should have known. Yeah. Hopefully, yeah, just ignore me for what I did then. Hopefully, if you can hear Neil in the, if the chat can let us know if you can hear Neil's beautiful voice, that'd be brilliant. Testing. Right. You can still, we can't, why can't they hear you? This is weird. Ah, this is not. Oh, this is not good.
Again.
Oh, finally!
Ferraris have an argument with one another. I don't know what was going off there because I haven't changed any settings. The game hates me. I think my PlayStation's possessed anyway. It turned on during the day while I was at work and spat the disc out. I think it's had enough of Formula 1.
But at least you're here now, and they can hear your beautiful voice.
They are. They didn't hear me say many, many things, and I'm a bit saddened by that. But they saw one half of a conversation. We were saying how there was only really two home teams. The one from Switzerland and the one from Maranello, because the remnants of the Minardi team that's now Tauri have sold their soul to Dietrich Mateschitz.
Yeah.
And I love saying Dietrich Mateschitz on stream because it means I can swear and it's not really swearing.
Not too much has happened during this quali, whilst we've been having audio issues. Or you're on a still top of 118.7, followed along by Risa and JSAC.
Championship leader in the hunt for pole as well. He is on a lap right now coming out of the second Lesmo. Gets a brilliant exit onto the back straight, sorry. DRS deployed under the old track as he heads up to Ascari, which I'll always remember when Kimi Räikkönen binned it in practice in 2007.
Takes it lovely there. I didn't see his.
He takes just the right amount of exit curve there. He just pushes wide, but without invalidating, and he heads up to the parabolica. Which type of driver is he? He's a low. He's completely lost it though. I was going to say, is he a late apex or is he? What's happened here?
I tell you what, he's gone to the gravel there. I'm not sure what happened there with him.
It was going into that, and I was looking forward to seeing, because I mean, parabolica is one of those weird corners. You can do late braking and then rug it around the outside, or you can do early braking, sacrifice the corner but get better slingshot out. It's one of those weird corners. It's a bit like the second to last corner in Sepang, rest in peace, where there's about 20 different lines through there. Just trying to see if there's anyone on an outlap. On a flying lap rather.
I'm currently on board with J-Jig.
Yes, JJB Sports. He's
JJB
coming down
Sports.
underneath the old circuit. Dips his wheel onto the grass there, was invalidated, somehow going in a straight line.
We haven't mentioned yet Spudhead. P9, 120.4.
We are, of course, going to be very pro-Ferrari today. It's our job as broadcasters in the Italian Grand Prix to favour the Ferrari. So even if they're not going to be doing anything in the race, we will occasionally just go to a Ferrari.
Yeah.
Because that's how it works.
But also as well, like we said, like I was saying at Spain, our first race, this is his first ever F1 game as Spudhead. Completely new to this, and we don't want to. I don't want to sound biased, but I am going to sound biased. We are on a mission for Spud to get a point this season. I do race engineer obviously when I'm not commentating, and I'm sure it might be Blade that will be race engineering from tonight. So hopefully,
Spud in the top 10. Absolute disregard for the pit lane exit line though. I love it. Absolutely spectacular.
Yeah. Only one thing to note is Reese's teammate K-Mark, who of course both Danish patriots. He hasn't set a lap time yet, and I think he needs to get a move on, because if he doesn't set a lap time, here
There's
and
a lot of
validate.
Viking and Celtic blood in this division. There's a lot of Scandinavians and a lot of Irish people.
You'll see a lot in the chat tonight. There's a lot of support for the Danish.
I'm enjoying Spud's line through Lesmo 1.
Yeah, came out and he got caught out then by him. He's still on a lap though. Comes up to Ascari now.
Absolutely loving it.
Yeah, looks tidy through there. Oh, he validates though. On the exit of Ascari, got a bit too wide. And he's validating, he ain't going to get time for another lap. So that's K-Max qualifying over. Still in P16.
I think we're probably about 40 seconds behind. That's what it has been on streams this week so far. So I think if we sort of add 40 seconds, we might be golden. I think the last person to set a hot lap is going to be Millsy. Maybe Max.
Yeah, Josak, he went up to P2, set up a 119.1.
Max could be the last one to set a flying lap. Everyone behind them is not going to be able to do that. Spud had an absolutely fantastic run through. We've had a crash on the exit.
Yeah, we had a crash. I just went on with Shane, and behind him was John Turkboy coming out of Ascari. He absolutely smashed the wall out of Ascari. So that's him out of qualifying in P10 in a minute. So I think
Spud, through the Lesmo.
Is Spud on a lap?
Spud is on a lap. He's coming out the second
my
Lesmo
apologies.
right
Let's
now.
go on board with him then. See if
But
we
the
can.
Ferrari opens the DRS. He's got that down pat.
Let's see his doubter. Is he up? Oh, just down.
But that was a tidier Ascari than he did when I was watching while we were having communication troubles.
So he was 200
He
down
could be
this
out.
time.
Where could he go? He's just inside the top 10. It would be majestic if he can get inside
If
the
he
top
can
10.
get in the top 10,
That is a fantastic line through Parabolica.
tell you what. Here we go then. What can he set?
Ooh,
he's
just
3
down.
tenths
But
down.
getting consistency though. He's still in the top 10.
100%. Who else?
Millsy
is-
could drop him out though as he crosses the line. So nobody has taken the checker flag yet. So I think the last person to cross the line will be the Alfa Romeo
of
our championship lead. No, he's not on a lap. It's going to be Max is the last one to set a lap. He's just behind Chaos, or Millsies if you're a veteran of Contest of Speed.
There's a
See
shame
where
back
he is
out of his
coming
lap.
through the second to last sector. We've got
Here
some
comes
McLaren coming around Parabolica just now.
Yeah, we've got the Renault Yorno. He was 2 tenths up on his time. See what he can set. Ooh, a 118.4.
Nice.
That's a
Max
nice
is
lap.
invalidated. Chaos is on a run down to the Parabolica.
He's just down on his time as well by 100th of a second. See what he can do around the final corner. Can he gain any more time?
Very hesitant on the happy pedal.
Can he improve? No.
No, Spud
No.
is in prime position in the Ferrari, first of the men to pick his own tyre compound.
Yeah, so Reese invalidated on his lap. Is anyone else coming through on there? Run, I believe.
Hilly
that-
can do a lap, can't he? That might be it. No, he's coming in the pit lane. Yeah, that's done. We're done.
Yeah, but do you know what? I didn't see Hilly there. That was a great lap from Hilly though. 119.1.
Popped up into P2. Our championship leader down in 4. One of the Red Bulls. The Red Bull is right down. So Max, who's in the championship fight, or is trying to be in the championship fight, behind Risa, who's got basically a race lead already after 2 races. But he's in 4th, so he's got it all to do. Everyone in the top 10 will be starting on the soft tyre. Spud in P11 will be the first of the runners who can decide what he wants to run. Probably intermediate.
But this track usually is it's normally a one-stop soft medium or vice
Predictions
versa.
in the chat. Watch your podium. And who's going to be your surprise result? Somebody who's going to finish very different from where they qualified. As Esteban Ocon, Max Verstappen and Carlos Sainz make a visit to the bottom of the timesheets.
Also, Kmart did manage to get out on another lap, just to note, and he popped up into P9, so...
I know how that feels, K-Mark. I did that in Tier 2 the other night. Pretty much got me spot on there. I wasn't even in... I hadn't even turned my ERS on when I'd got to turn 2.
Yeah, Kmart's just saying in the chat there, it was just a shocking performance, so...
We all have them.
We all have them,
No points in qualifying, of course.
Definitely.
It's all about the race, all about the race. Obviously, we have Renault, Haas, Alpha Tauri, fake Italian. The other fake Italian, but more legitimised by the fact they're Alfa Romeo. I'm not wearing an Alfa Romeo shirt as we speak. No, definitely not. Williams, Ferrari, McLaren, Racing Point, Alfa Romeo again, Haas. Spud is in a great position there. I'm just loving it. How many wings are going to be damaged into turn 1? Spud and Lars both getting points, apparently. That's what we're getting in the chat.
I mean, these guys are very good, actually. The first 2 races I've watched from them, they've been very, very clean. You know, even though they're a brand new tier and they're still all new, used to racing each other. They've been.
I love the rawness of it, though. Just people who enjoy racing, getting on with it.
Yeah, definitely.
Rags messaged me saying that he invalidated a 118, so maybe he can move up the pecking order if he can stay out of trouble. Obviously, those who were expecting to qualify near the front probably put a little bit more wing on for race pace, but then obviously if you're at the back, you need to then take it off, and it's very difficult to do under the Part Ferme rules.
Oh, Shane.
That's how you get stuck. Never mind. Lovely view of the Ferrari garage here. I'd rather they'd sort of switched this camera in the pit lane round and we saw the beautiful podium that you get at Monza.
Yeah, one of the... It'd probably be... I bet it's just amazing to be on a track whilst podium.
Controversial opinion amongst Formula 1 fans. I don't think Monza has the best podium. It has the best podium of current tracks, but I'm sure some of the American drivers will agree with me. I actually think that the way they do it at the Brickyard at Indianapolis is better, where the race winner's car gets hoisted up in front of the podium. I think that's the classiest thing. I mean, you're on your podium there, and then suddenly your car's being winched up in front of you.
Do you not think Mexico? No?
I like Mexico, but it's a bit too uncivilized for me. It's
you are a very civilized man.
It's a gentleman's sport. It's very football. It's very football, that is. And I do like football, but we like to be a step above in the Formula 1. I did like it when they had the DJ behind the podium and the podium rotated. That was fab.
Yeah,
that was fab.
So whilst they're on the formation lap here, obviously top 10 are all on soft. Spud's gone soft as well in P11. Medium runners Turquoise, Chaos, Max and Jay. Yeah, so only the 4 medium runners, so it'll be interesting to see how that strategy plays out for them guys. Obviously safety cars and VSEs can play an effect around Monza, so...
I've been naive here. I've forgotten the other Italian Formula 1 team that represents themselves on here. Qualified P2, that Haas Dallara right there, which is basically a Ferrari. Which is why, I mean, I feel bad for Racing Point in a way. It's only because they've made it work. Haas have copied all Ferrari's parts ever since they've turned up, and because they're not winning, nobody cares. But because Racing Point are doing a good thing of it, because the Mercedes is that dominant, everyone's having a whinge. But I must say, back from the energy drink that we shall not mention, I think I love Haas's proper colours. I just think they're so striking, especially head on.
Well, let's see what Hilly can do for the Haas team here in P2.
If you drop back to P5, you can get a better look at the grid.
Here we go, 5 lights. Wait for the glitch.
Oh, jump start.
And they're underway here in Italy. Giorno gets a great start. As we're going to be jockeying for position here. They just want to keep it nice and clean through this first chicane here. One of the Ferraris goes back up from there. Oh. And
Seems all the Italian cars have crashed into each other.
Yeah, but Hilly's all over at the back. Yeah, Hilly's gone. Side P2 is right down to P17 now. I think Span must have had contact with one of the front runners as Giorno's off already. He's got a 1.3 second gap to Jasak.
Those pads rounded in the wall, he's lost his wing!
Oh no!
At the Della Rogier! He's been tagged from behind, but I think it was... it might have been the Williams of Sleeves. It could have been Dan Hilton on a recovery drive, but I didn't see exactly. I just saw the red flash spinning, and now he's got to come in.
So he's on soft tyres as well. He can go on to hard tyres though. You never know what can happen. He's still got. We've only just started the race, so like I was saying, never ever give up. You never know what could happen.
The exit of Ascari, but nothing that kept, so probably just some wobble in.
Risa and Shane.
Risa back up to 4th.
Yeah, Risa and Shane are coming together then. Risa just got a better.
Crucially breaking DRS. Came up with a very fast entry into the pit lane. He gets a 5-second penalty. And in all that madness, the AlphaTauri of Jay Hartnell has gone from 17th and plumb last to the fringes of the points.
Yeah, great start from him. Also Max as well. He's jumped up 7 positions. Alongside with Sleeves as well. Yeah. So good start from
That's
guys.
Very kind, Amazon. We don't need to know about the predicted pit stop strategy anymore.
Yeah,
just looking for battles on track. Our race leader has checked out so far. But a slow exit from Lesmo 2 is going to lose him a little bit of time. JJB Sports with the penalty already. Other sports retailers are available, but not DW. They've gone under.
You do well. The only other one is the Mike Ashley one, but I don't. I'm not.
We don't talk about
that. we won't talk about that. We'll stick with the action on track here. So yeah. So we got yellow.
Oh, we got a crash at the exit of Ascari at Sleeves. I'm on board. We came out to check. We have a virtual safety car, not a full safety car. Nobody has decided that it is time to pit. As of yet, Spud could have done with a full safety car. We have got a Ferrari in 5th though with Shane. He's giving a good account for himself behind the championship leader.
Yeah, I've just seen Sleeves' car then. I think he must have just binned out on the exit of Ascari. Yes, unfortunately Sleeves out. So,
it's a shame.
Yeah, so no one's decided to pit. No one's decided to come in for hard tyres.
JJB's left. I'll send him an invite because we can now.
Gone into ghost mode. VSC's still out, so these guys just want to be careful though, just to stay into that delta, because if you do on this game get under that delta and the VSC ends, you will get slapped with a penalty.
It's very, very strict.
It's very strict this game, which is of course what you want to see. Exactly what we just said there.
Championship leader.
He gets a penalty. What we just said there. And
that's going to drop him from 4 seconds off the lead to probably just around the edge of the top 10, probably behind Dan Hilton. That is not what he will have wanted today. Is he going to serve it straight away? There is a bit of a gap for him to join into because everyone pitted lower down in the field. Yeah. I imagine he'll take it straight away. If he doesn't, he's going to try and hope for a bit of field spread, I think. But now we've got the Ferrari of Shane right behind him, down the start finish straight in front of the adoring fans, dives to the inside, side by side, through the Rettifilio, and he's got it, but it's going to come back from, which is going to the overtake mode. There's a yellow flag at Ascari again. It's Lars' round at Ascari, but he's not out.
Hasn't got any wing damage either. So just must have a
No, I think he's just spun.
Yeah.
It's so easy to spin on those curbs though. Spud's got a playmate now though.
Sleeves in the chat saying that he just got caught in the gravel.
So easy to do around here. Themselves, the cars are very, very, very prone to Sebastian Vetteling at the earliest opportunity.
So that's unfortunate for Sleeves, but 4 laps into the race and there's not much action at the minute. I think they're all just in a slipstream with each other. You've still got Risa all over the back of Shane, but obviously Risa needs to serve that drive-through penalty. Will he do it this lap? As Jonas,
how many seconds are you going to lose? He does serve it this lap. He's got to get the speed. You don't want to get another penalty. He gets another penalty in the pit lane for his drive-through penalty.
He's going to be kicking himself.
Fuming because now he's going to have to add 5 seconds to his pit lane. He drops to 7th, to 8th, to 9th, to 10th. Dan Hilton's not going to get him though. He's going to be P10, and he's gone from 4th to 10th. That's unleashed Shane as well from that battle, so it'd be interesting to see if Shane can close up on the podium. Rag, who was saying he'd invalidated a 118 in qualifying, is up into P3 from P5, and looking like he can make some headway on JSAC.
Yeah, close battle here. We've got Max, John and Hilly, who Hilly started off on P2, spun unfortunately on the first corners. Kmart gets a 5-second penalty.
Kmart cut turn 2 there. I imagine we'll be looking at that at some point later. It didn't look like he followed race directive, but we'll give him benefit of the doubt for the time being. He's just over a second ahead of Dan Hilton in the black Mercedes.
Just to note as well, Max and John on the mediums. Currently in P5 and P6, only about 7 seconds off of...
Hilly with a great exit out of Ascari, and he's taking John Turquoise.
Yeah, makes a move down the inside of the Parabolica.
But he runs wide of Parabolica and Turquoise is back on him. I love how we've got a guy called John Turquoise in a pink car. Things never cease to amaze me, it's a simple thing.
Yeah, that's DRS as well.
And now Hilly's going to overtake him back again, but they've got to watch out for Max, who's going to be like a cork in a bottle in front as they break late to hold position. Great stuff, guys.
Yeah, nice race.
A slow exit from John. And now Hilly's all over the back of him. Hilly, who made that mistake at the start and is now clawing his way back up the field in the Haas. Remember, he was P2, he dropped all the way down, and now he's climbing all the way back up again. Ooh, dipping a wheel is John in the gravel on the exit of the Della Roger chicane.
Yeah, so Max at the minute, like I said, he's in a good position at the minute. Up into P6.
The man on the move at the top, though, is JJB Sports. Oh, as I say that, he's had a bit of a wobble out of the exit of the Ascari.
Yeah,
he's still going.
Yeah, the gap's stable out at the front as Giorno's just leading just by over 3 seconds now. Obviously, one thing that I wanted to mention as well is the overtake button. We know how important it is on this game, and slipstream and DRS just does not work on this game, and you need to have that battery power. As I found out on Tuesday, when you don't have battery power, it's all good at being in DRS and slipstream, but it just doesn't work. You need to have a lot. You need to save a lot of battery.
But it's more realistic, isn't it? We have the F1 drivers. Oh, a lock up from Hilly, but he makes the corner. But he's going to have a slow exit compared with Max. Max is going to put the overtake button on now, surely through Curva Grande. He chooses not to. It's going from bad to worse for the championship leader as he gets another penalty.
Yeah, he's not having a good race so far. But like I said, I was on board with Shea now, and he's only on 17%. It's so difficult to
and
to save that
JJB is
battery.
within DRS as they go down the back straight up to Ascari. Too far back to be thinking about making a move into Ascari. Is anyone going to get a Wizard Award tonight? I'll be impressed.
Yeah, it's a difficult track to get the Wizard Award. Obviously, the coveted Wizard Award,
It's very coveted this season. I'm loving the track limits on this game.
It is, yeah. Like you said, the strict track limits are just.
I'm going to investigate
fun.
after this weekend, after this race, just to see if anyone else is still on for a Platinum Wizard Award, which is no penalties, no 3-second time penalties all season.
If that happens, I expect a big medal for the individual who does that. As
I'm still
JG.
going for one, but there must be a couple of other people after the first 3 rounds.
Yeah, so JJ gets the move done on Shane, moves up to P4.
I've been impressed with Shane today in the Ferrari. He's doing Ferrari proud, sitting in P5.
Yes, it's his debut, alongside with Spud, who's unfortunately down in P16.
Is it me or have Cody's made the Ferrari more red?
I don't know. Well, from what I've seen, I love the engine noise though. I'll be honest. I'm not a massive Ferrari fan, but on this game, I love the engine noise. As compared to the last game.
Saying that while we're sat in
I know. We tell you what, Shane takes Ascari.
That was a very double line through Ascari, but
I expect a warning there. But
I'm going to have a look. I want to see if that's a viable line.
It's an unusual line. Didn't gain any time really on
He got 2 warnings for 1 corner.
As Yorno pits.
JJB's pitted as well, releasing Shane onto the podium to rapturous cheers from the Tifosi. Rita around the. He's coming in as well. Get rid of his soft tyres. He doesn't speed into the pit lane this lap. But remember, after his drive-through penalty, he's also got to do his 5-second wait before they'll change his tyres. So he's got it all to do in the second half of the race. The man who's won the first 2 rounds, if he's going to win round 3... I don't think anyone's ever won the first 3 races of a Contest of Speed season. Could be wrong.
But while Yorno's out, he isn't out in a bit of traffic because he's got Max and Hilly. This is gonna might help
Titch will have a look for us.
So if you're Yorno now, you need to get past Max ASAP. Yeah, he's gonna get the move done before the Ascari chicane. He's not.
Shame with the penalty for Ferrari.
Oh, Yorno's not lost too much time either on JSAC. Ooh.
And JJB's crashed.
JJB's
on
gone.
The exit of Lesmo 2.
Yeah, as you can see, the safety
He's
car.
done a Hamilton. Full safety car. Spud is cheering.
Yes, Raji pits.
Spud is cheering.
JSAC.
And that's gone well for Shane as well. And Rag, who popped into the pits now.
JSAC
and they
didn't
can see
pit.
the safety car leaving. JSAC didn't pit, but he had beaten the safety car.
Oh.
But he'll have the Delta, so he should be alright. He'll still get the same sort of pit stop as the guys behind him. Spud is nearly a lap down, but he'll be able to catch up as they reset here. Such a shame to see another sports brand manufacturer fall by the wayside.
Yeah, so
everyone pitting now. What tyres are they going to go for?
Ooh, Max goes onto hards, which is probably a sensible decision. Because he wouldn't have had the laps to do, or he obviously couldn't go onto the mediums which he started on, and he couldn't. If he went on soft, he would have had to do another stop. So it's probably a sensible idea from Max there.
This is good news for the championship leader as well. Remember, who was so far down, but now whilst he'll still have to make up the positions, that timing, he's only going to be a few seconds off the lead now. So if he's got the pace, which we know he does, then he can make a go of this. Jono, whose lead at the front will be slashed as our race leader for a lap, JSAC comes into the pit. Kmart's getting a lot of penalties.
Yeah, they only are, guys.
For some fresh mediums.
They're picking up penalties left, right and centre this race. Which
I think if we get a late safety car, we won't even know what's going on.
But that's what I enjoy, though. I enjoy not knowing what the penalty situation is and just wait until the end and see where people end up.
Titch, while we're safety carring, 'cause I know you're watching, has anyone won the first 3 rounds of a season in contest to speed?
It'd be a good start.
Oh, we have the other Ferrari driver in the lobby watching. Missed the start. Bludgedy.
Bludgedy isn't, but obviously won't take it part.
Shane's doing a great job in his car.
Yeah, so
Yorno keeps his lead, but it's gone. There's no gap. Oh, Tiger Roll and Dan Hilton getting spicy. What's going on here?
Picked up a 5-second penalty now, which is not good. Obviously, the only thing concerning Max was that safety car was not a good time to come out for him.
I see what's happened here. The Delta was still active for the likes of Dan Hilton and stuff. It sort of bottled them up, which is a shame. K-Mark's out now, warming up his tyres out of the exit of the pit lane. I'm not sure why he's going to do that so aggressively, but
the field's still spread out quite a bit. If you look on the track map, there's still quite a lot of cars that are only going through the first sector.
There's going to be another lap of safety car. They should be able to catch up in that time, because it would have said if it was coming in by now. It'll be a push for Dan Hilton to get back up to him, though, in that lap. See?
Yeah, almost a lap down.
He's going to have to rag these tyres, literally. But they'll be nice and warm.
So the guys at the front on the mediums, obviously, that they would have been stopping around when the safety car deployed anyway. So it's
exactly,
it's perfect for them. Obviously, the only people that didn't game well from it was
John's pitted because he's got a free pit stop basically.
Yeah. So
big
Max,
gap back to his teammate.
So the likes of Max and Jay had no choice really but to go on the hards.
Because they were on the mediums.
Because they were on the mediums and they couldn't stretch softs to the end. So
I mean, they could have just pitted just now and they'd have only lost out to each other and Risa because of the big gap back to John, because John pitted as well. But we shall see as the safety car train comes into the first Lesmo as Spud crosses the line. Dan Hilton still running down to Parabolica. The safety car, I imagine, will come in at the end of this lap, although it's in the middle of the race. It could stay out a lot longer because the field haven't caught up to it yet, but it's sort of very hit and miss on this game this season as to whether or not it stays out a bit longer. Everyone giving each other a bit of space at the front here. Is it going to come in, or the light's going to go out on the safety car? It didn't, to be fair, as it went across the line, but is it going to be a late call-in?
I think it might stay out for another lap, you know.
No, it's staying out for another lap, so we will have a full train. We will have a full train.
Yeah, one thing for these guys, they just need to give each other space. Just in case, you just don't want to get too close to driving.
So we've got a race to the end if we don't have any other safety cars. Everyone should be able to make it to the end of the race. Except John, who's gone on 10-lap-old mediums for some reason.
And he's pitted.
He must have had a soft set for... He must have gone soft to compound for qualifying then. And it's put him back on a 10-lap-old set of mediums. That's disaster for him as he drops down a couple more places. He'll stay ahead of Dan Hilton. And he's going on the softs, which could do 14 laps at the end of the race. I don't know what state they'll be in at the end, but at this stage I think it's fair play to bank on another safety car anyway.
Yeah. You never know what can happen. By the time the safety car comes in, it's still going to have 13 laps.
He had some good racecraft going on as well, did John? So it would be lovely to see what happens at the restart for him, because he's going to be absolutely wired.
Yeah, we'll see if Yorno can open up that gap again. If he had about just over a 3-second gap to J-Sack, he's going to have to do it all over again. He hasn't got any penalties as
Well,
far
no
as
one
I'm
had done
aware.
it season 4 or earlier, Titch, so if it didn't happen last season, it's not happened. So, yes, if Risa can win this race, he'll be the first man in COS history to win the first 3 rounds of the championship.
But it's the only thing he
That's
has
his
to do,
challenge.
he needs to make his way through the field, but he's got so many penalties already.
Oh, he's only got 3.
Oh,
He's
did
only
he?
got 3 seconds, yeah, because he had his drive-through, which he's served. He had his 5-second penalty, which he's served. He's just got a 3-second time penalty now.
Okay. So he's got all to do then, as Yorno's backing the pack up now. About to get underway again here in Italy. When's he going to bolt?
Oh no, severe collisions again.
Oh, it's all slowed right down at the back there. But Yorno's off. And he's away.
JSAT's connection seems to be all over the place. Risa making a move on Hartnell. Jay Hartnell, I hope he's related to the first Doctor. That would be something, wouldn't it? He was related to William
By the way,
Hartnell.
Jay Hartnell is a very nice guy. I raced with him in another
But
league.
he's under pressure from Tiger Roll around the Curva Grande. He's dropped 2 positions in 2 corners, but he's sticking it around the outside. Tiger Roll closes off the space there. Gets the position, he's up to P8, so championship leader up to P7.
Yeah.
Right behind one of his competitors in the championship, one of the Red Bulls.
Yeah, we haven't mentioned Tiger Roll yet. I think he's definitely wants to be in the hunt for the championship as well. He's currently in P8 and had a quiet race so far. He needs to try and close that gap to Reese, as Reese is all over the back of Max ready. Max on those hard tyres though, so it's understandable that the pace difference, as you can see, Reese has got a great exit out of Ascari. Is
Side by side!
Or is he going to make a dive down to the Parabolica? No, I think's better of it.
Better of it. Shane has won very wide through Parabolica in his bid to take down Rag in front of him for the podium. The Ferrari fans screaming at him down the start finish straight. John out of DRS range. John Turquoise up to 12th with his soft tyres.
Here comes Reset.
Reset makes the move.
Yeah, locked up, but got the move done.
And with the better traction from the soft tyres from John Turquoise. But great run from Millsy out of the corner. He's stuck it in overtake. He goes down to the inside into the Delarogier. He breaks later than his opponent. And he gets the job done. Messy but effective.
Yeah. It would have cut John's
Shane is still less than half behind Rag in front of him.
Yeah. We've got Tiger Roll as well.
Tiger Roll.
Yeah.
On a roll, literally.
Yeah. Of course, legend in the horse racing world is Tiger Roll.
And it's down to 0.3 of a second now, 0.2 of a second between P3 and P4.
Oh, I've got K-Mark all over the back of Max as well. Max is just dropping positions now. Oh, can K-Mark get a good run? Oh, he gets a great run out. Yeah.
Rag goes defensive down the start finish straight. Not enough, not close enough this time. I think the Williams has got a great straight line speed.
DRS enabled now, so if Shane can stick with him for this lap.
The Curva Grande.
As we've got John on the move again on Chaos. On those soft tyres, remember.
Hilly's recovery has been very good as well. He's up into P5, don't forget. Great recovery from him after an early off.
Great race so far. As we've got Chaos again. Is he going to do it again? Oh, he makes a move side by side. Ah, the bang wheels.
He's done him now. He's gone now.
And he couldn't quite stick.
Behind them.
Yeah, he couldn't quite stick the move then. It's good effort over there from Chaos.
Spud in 14th at only 5 seconds off the points. Anything can happen if he keeps it clean.
He's behind Jay at the minute.
Annoyingly for Shane now, Rag's now within DRS of JSAC, so surely it'll be the Williams to have a go at the Alpha Tauri first, as Jorno checks out in the lead. Speaking of Spud not getting penalties, I've cursed him. I am so sorry.
The curse. The curse is here.
Oh dear.
Oh well.
Tap the board. Is there going to be a move into the Retofilio chicane? He thinks better of it. But surely it's a case of the Williams getting past the... And I've said Hilly was having a good race, and now he's got a penalty as well.
There we go.
I'm just going to not say things.
Don't say drivers' names, and...
I'm not allowed. Race leader is clean.
Yeah,
JSAC has 3 seconds. Rag is clean. Shane has many years of penalties. Italy looks clean, to be fair. And 3 seconds for the championship leader.
Oh, yellow.
It's all pretty close. Yellow 2, Spud slow out of De La Rogier.
Yeah, he'd lost out on the gaps at Jay now because he was in DRS. Now he's 2 seconds back from him.
If the Williams can get away, if Rag can get ahead of JSAC, they've got to get it going quickly. He can try and stick within touching distance of the race leader. We saw how crucial a late 3-second penalty can be in Tier 1 when Fruit threw away a victory by getting a late penalty and then Montana was close enough to him.
Just to note as well, JSAT, Raji and Shane have got no ERS. This is what I'm saying, you need to have that battery. Because DRS and Slipstream just isn't enough to get an overtake done, especially around here where it's just a DRS train. So Lawrence and Shane really needs to just not touch that overtake button and just try and stick with them, save that battery and then go on the attack. Like
Risa, who has checked the battery, he's got a lot more battery than Hilly ahead of him. And I reckon he's going to be making a move, if not into Ascari, then out of Parabolica and down the start-finish straight.
Oh, yeah, K-Mark Tiger Roll getting feisty there. Tiger Roll loses out to... well, no, he didn't lose out to Risa in the end there. Risa was trying to...
The charge of both racing points has sort of dwindled a bit now. But Risa's got so much more overtake than the man in front of him. Shane with another penalty. I don't think he's going to feature come the end of the race in terms of race positions, but he's driven a fantastic race.
Let's see. Look, like we said, you know, you look at all the ERS for these guys, they've got none left. Only
but Risa has more than half a battery, and he's going to deploy it now.
Yeah,
he's not even going to deploy it, he's close enough. He can just breeze past him because he knows his opponent can't use any. And now he's got that trio in front of him and he can get himself back up into P2, but whether or not he can get himself a win is going to be a hard ask from here. He's already got that second on the guy behind him. Tiger Roll is behind K-Mark. Max has finally got to grips with his hard tyres and is trying to come back now, having dropped a few places to the fringes of the points.
Yeah.
Wobble from Lars there as they head into the Lesmo.
So we've just got over 8 laps left here at Italy, and yeah, Giorno's again checked out. He's got a 3.2 second lead ahead of this trio here. They have JSAT, Raji and Shane. Risa is just 1.7 seconds off.
Rag's got a little bit of power. He needs to use it now, I think, to get past the guy in front of him. But JSAC's burnt it out of the corner.
But I think by the time he uses his overtake and gets towards the gearbox of JSAC, that's when his battery just empties. But it's smart for here from Raji is he's not used it at all. He's just used DRS and Slipstream
to get close.
And just stick with him.
He knows the man in front of him is going to deplete it, but fast approaching is the Alfa Romeo of championship leader Risa. named, of course, after the thunderbolt left foot of the former Liverpool player. It might not be, but I've decided that's what it is. Scored a cracking free kick against Man United that one time. We love to see it.
A great Danish player.
Every football fan loves to see goals against Man United, let's be honest.
We do.
Of course, the only people that don't like to see that are Man United fans, so by process of elimination, Man United fans aren't football fans.
No.
But back to the job at hand, as Risa is just outside of DRS. He's got the overtake available to him, Rag. He's got to deploy it. Yeah. He's got to do it down the straight. He's got to get it done because otherwise Risa's going to be right on them and he's not going to be able to do anything. The guys around him have no overtake. I don't know why he's not using it. J-Sack's depleted. If Rag had been using his overtake down the start-finish straight there, instead of just tucking in behind him, he'd have been past him.
Yeah,
but they don't know exactly what percentage they've got going around, which is why race engineers are becoming so crucial. And I love the community spirit in cars and the fact that so many different people have got their race engineers and have got people spotting for them on the stream. It's just beautiful, and it really does help in race situations.
Yeah. It's massive. It's massive these days now, especially with our new feature of cost telemetry as well. It just helps massively to have someone there in your party just helping you out along the way.
Because if Reese's got someone in his ear telling him that the guys in front of him have basically no ARS.
Shea picks up another penalty. Who has the most ARS?
Basically, if I were Rag's engineer right now, I'd be screaming at him to deploy straight out of the parabolica and just full beams, get ahead and then get away.
Is he going to deploy it? There we go, he deploys it.
The guy in front of him's got none. No, he's turned it off again.
Why has he turned it off? Wow, this is amazing. He would have had a great run on him.
He'd have had an absolute fantastic run because JSAT's got no left. He's tucking in behind him. He just needs to push. Because now a 4-car train and Hilly's joining in too in a minute.
Yeah, he's currently 3.5 seconds off.
Reese is up to 4th. He's gonna mug Rag in a minute if he's not careful. This is what he needed to get ahead of JSAC for. All this time, Jorno running away at the front. A fantastic drive for him. I'm glad that the safety car's not ruined his great first stint so far. Great drive from him. I know it's boring when you give people like that drive of the day, but he's had a fantastic race.
Yeah, he's been a different class today, as you all know. Raji is...
I love that Ricky in the chat. Dana and Arisa. He's just not deploying, and the guy in front of him's got no DRS, and now he's going to get mugged by the Alfa Romeo, when really he should have been gone by this point. He's clearly quicker.
Yeah, so Raji and Risa are on the same ERS now, on about 30%. This is where he needs to just keep it now in overtake.
Keep it in overtake because J-Sack's run out.
And he's not.
If he were in overtake, he would be bombing past him. The move would be done before the braking zone.
Yeah,
it's so frustrating, but we'll find out if they're on the podium. We'll ask him why he wasn't doing it. He'll kick himself when he sees the video back.
Yeah, he will. He used overtake there, coming out the first chicane.
Yeah, why
that just isn't going to help. Yeah, it's kind of the same what happened in Tier 2. Once you're in this kind of train and you can't, it's kind of like the same as Austria. You can't really do much at this moment.
Especially no, and that's where the sort of race engineer becomes crucial.
Especially if you're Risa and Shane, you can't do nothing. There is nothing that you can do right now. It's just stick on the back of them, and at the minute you just want to hope if you're the likes of Risa, is hope that Raji and J-Sack just start picking up penalties. Because
we've got an interesting difference of opinion here. We got John Turquoise on the soft tyres, Max on the hard tyres. Two different ways to go about the end of this race, and they seem to be a bit matched. The medium was definitely the tyre to be on.
Yeah, hard tyres just haven't worked for Max, have they?
Right, and now Raji's not got extra ERS now, so he's not going to be able to do anything. Risa's deploying all of his to try and get past.
Unless it just takes for Raji just to have one massive dive bomb. Ooh, is he going to go for it yet? No, he doesn't.
But Risa might go, no.
Oh
my god.
It's the overspeed as well that needs to be careful.
He's dipped a wheel onto the grass, onto the gravel, and the championship leader takes P3.
Look at Shane. Oh,
Shane is all over the back for Ferrari. Ooh, I thought they were going to go 3 wide into Della Rogier then.
No!
He's round and it's all undone. Oh, reset.
Yeah, he just clipped the rear wheel of Risa then. It's just sent him spinning. It's gone down to P6 now. It's going to be so frustrating, but yeah.
Crucially though, Risa's out of the DRS zone of the guy behind now, and now he can work his way. They've got a similar amount of ERS though. He's got to save his ERS and close up to the back of him. If he's got any extra fuel left, now's the time as Jono goes through the parabolic Raji with to compound his horror lap. That's got a 3-second penalty for good measure. Spud still only about 10 seconds off of the points in our latest round of Spud Watch.
Yeah, so it's about just over 12 seconds from Max now.
Is he going to be a baked potato or is he going to be chip shop chips? We'll find out at the checkered flag.
We'll find out.
I'm enjoying after the intensity of that 2 to P5 battle, I'm enjoying just having a nice Sunday drive with Jono here up front.
Yeah.
Nice, serenely.
Shane needs to be careful here because he could get disqualified soon because he's picked up so many penalties. I don't know how many he's on. He must be on about 15 nearly by now. 12, 15 is my guess. But he needs to be careful. He's dropping out of points at this rate.
He's on 18 seconds of
18 seconds, wow. He is on the brink of disqualification.
Tichy agrees he's going to get disqualified soon.
Where would 15 seconds put him? It's around 20 seconds. Yeah.
Reese has been saving and saving and saving that the ERS rather. He's now in DRS range. He's not going to use the ERS this lap. He's going to use this lap behind DRS to get a bit closer to the man in front of him. And we're going to see a difference, I think. He's going to use the slipstream for this lap. Gain the ERS advantage. This is rival in front of him, uses overtake to try and break the slipstream, but it's not doing. Through the Curva Grande, and I think we're going to see a move at the start of the final lap by Risa into P2. He had that adventure, he'll be ruining the costly drive-through penalty and subsequent 5-second penalty, because that has definitely cost him a shot at the win this afternoon. But he's clawed his way back to P2, and that's how championships are built. Getting as many points as you can, and he had a big lead going into this race. And the man who he's losing to today, Jono, is not the man who was second in the championship. So that's how you build points. You can lose out and finish P2, you don't have to win them all, but if you're still gaining on the people who are behind you, it's still a job well done.
Yeah, he's got races all over the back of him now. He just needs to get a good run out of the parabolic here as we come on.
Twice as much ERS.
Yeah, come on to the final lap here.
Deploy now.
Let's go on board with him. See how much he can close in as the clouds are coming over as well here at Monza.
I'm surprised he's not friend of things at that. He's done the same thing that Craig did.
Yeah, I mean...
Bit of a connection issue from Jace out there. I thought he was missing turn 1 entirely there. But...
Yeah, he hasn't got the best exit either from the chicane. There's Tiger Roll. Oh, Tiger Roll. Tiger Roll and K-Mark coming together.
He's gone through the... get that taken off at least.
He tried his best there. Yeah, they had it coming together and K-Mark had to take avoiding action there.
So the real action behind the leader is going to be the battle for P2 as we go down through under the old part of the track.
Yeah,
he
look how
saved
much...
all his overtake. Yeah. He's got to deploy it out of Ascari, surely.
Yeah, look how much he's got. He's got 50% compared to JSAC's 10%. He's got to get it done here. The rest of the lap
is just going to be an overtake. Here we go, and it's easy peasy. He knows he wasn't going to get the race to win, but he's got P2. Sensible, clever driving there from the championship leader as Giorno is coming up to the line to win the Italian Grand Prix. Sets the fastest lap on the last lap for good measure. JSAC got the position back on penalties, Sarisa. So he finishes P3, not P2 in the end. Rag gets back up to P4 after his spin because he was a bit cleaner in the race. Hilly with a great comeback to P5. Shane drops only to 6th because they were that far ahead, despite having a million years of penalties. So P6 for the Ferrari driver. Championship protagonist Max in 7. I think it was unfortunate for him the safety car came out when it did. He had to go on the hard tyre. Tiger with an eventful 8th. In fact, 8th, 9th and 10th all had brilliant eventful races. Lars just outside the points. Chaos 12th. Hartnell 13th. Spud 14th by hundredths of a second. And Dan Hilton is just coming through the Parabolica now after what can only be described as a mare.
Yeah, it just wasn't his race today.
But the Renault with the win.
Yeah, dominating win today from Yorno. Brilliant drive. Gets fastest lap, didn't he, on the last lap as well? So, as driver of the day, as Codemasters have picked Max.
I'm going to give it to the race winner. What have we got in the chat? I'd give it to our race winner.
Yeah, if you want to give your driver of the day picks in the chat.
Crushing drive there.
Yeah, just different class today. I think JSAC didn't have any penalties in, I believe. He might get your award today, I believe.
Yeah, Wizard Awards for Giorno and Max and Hartnell. Fantastic stuff. Well done, lads.
So there we
definitely
are.
My driver of the day then.
Yeah, so that's round 3 of EU4 done. So it's Yorno with the victory from JSAC, P3 Risa, P4 Raggy, P5 Hilly, 6 is Shane on his debut, good drive from him. Max had to go to the hard tyre during the safety car, ends up P7. Tiger Roll P8, K-Mark P9, John Turquoise rounds off the top 10, and then we have Lars, Chaos, J, Spud, Dan Hilton, and the DNS of J Jig and Sleeves. That was it had its moments, didn't it?
I might not even get to finish scrolling through the race director. There's that many penalties.
Yeah.
Most of them for Shane. No, I just made it. Took me about 20 seconds to scroll through the race director.
He had 18 seconds of pens, but he still finished P6. So.
Yeah. Fair play.
Take that to do. So whilst are you gonna invite the?
You'll have to invite them now after we jumped around.
Oh yes, I do. My apologies. So I'll just invite. Whilst I invite the podiums. Yorno, Risa and JSAC. I do not have him. Oh, I do have him as a friend. Let's get them in. Let's get them into the party and have a little chat to them. Whilst they're coming on, that's contest speed done for this week. Next time we will be here, we will be in France on Monday night at 10 PM.
Ooh la la! Oh, that means what am I having? I'm not having snails on Tuesday, lads. So my themed dinner will not be snails. I do like it, but it's just a bit boring. I imagine a French baguette will be involved.
Yeah. A bit of frog.
Don't know what we'll do.
A bit of frog legs, you know.
It's a bit difficult to get hold of in this pandemic environment, to be fair.
So, this is your first race you commentate on EU4. What are you made of them? From what
I
you've seen
quite
in
like.
the race?
I mean, there's some people that are ready to go up now, I think, but it's just good to see. It always puts a big smile on my face just seeing our community grow. It's adorable. It's
Yeah,
very
definitely.
soppy, but I still love it.
No, I couldn't agree with you more. Like we said, like I said at the start of the season, from even a year ago, from how far we've come. Even though I only joined a year ago, and see how far we've come already, having two new America tiers and a new EU tier now. It's it's great to see as we have our podium nearly here. Just gotta wait for Josak, and if Josak don't join, we'll just he was a cork in a bottle today, but he he held out and he had a good finish. I don't think Josak would join us. I don't think he had a microphone in, so we're just going to carry on and.
I'll leave it to you, Kobe.
Yeah, so we're going to go on to onto your first Risa. You had a you had quite a dramatic race today. How do you think your race went?
Oh, it was really terrible. First of all, my qualifying was so bad. On my second or third run, I was on a real good lap, and then into a scary, my wheel broke down. So yes, and in the race. I got a good start. I was hit by, I don't know, from behind in turn 1, and then I went up into the back of Hilly, and then he spun around. And then the safety car came out. I think it was the virtual. I got an drive-through for speeding. Yeah, and from there I just drove my own ways and kept fighting.
Yeah,
So,
did you pick up a penalty as well under the VSC?
Yeah,
Yes.
so it was a speeding penalty, wasn't it? And then you sped into the pit lane as well for your drive-through, which must have been doubly annoying.
Yes, I was really frustrated.
But then a proper safety car came out to help you.
Yes, and then I was happy. But I exceeded the delta with 7 thousandths or something. So I was not happy.
Yeah, it's easy to do. Of course, your teammate as well. He didn't have the greatest of races either, but for yourself, you had a nice drive. You even though you pretty much come from the back to finish on the podium. So yeah, congratulations.
Thank you.
And on to our winner today here at Italy. It's Yorno. Yorno, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
It was just a convincing win today, wasn't it? You just your first stint, you got about a 3.5 second lead. Safety car come out, and you just pitted and just did the same again on your last stint.
Yeah, that's it actually. Yeah,
Fastest lap on the last lap as well.
Yeah, qualifying to start was okay. Did a faster lap in the beginning of this week, but it was good for pole, and from then onwards, yeah, turn 1 was quite difficult because many people are trying to outbrake you there, and yeah, if you keep number 1 there, I knew I had the pace to win, so safety car annoyed me a little bit, but yeah, in the end, I was just driving. I knew the guy behind me had a penalty, and Riss was far down the field, so yeah, just to make sure driving a bit slower and not getting that penalty. So yeah, and nice to get the last lap, fastest lap.
Yeah, I mean, probably the last question I'd ask is obviously you're close friends with likes of Fruitful, and you have a lot of guys in the NSX. I think from what I've seen that you'll definitely be challenging this season, and
yeah.
I think from what I've just seen, you're probably tier 3, even better with tier 3 pace. So I'm guessing for you now, it's just keep plodding away and just keep getting results and
I signed up at the beginning of the season, and I was going to Division 2, but unfortunately there was no space anymore, so they said, okay, you're going to Division 4. I was a bit gutted about that, but yeah.
It's alright, the talent will shine through eventually.
Yeah, the only thing I can do is win and show them I belong in Division 3 or Division 2, so that's what I'm doing, and yeah, we will see.
Brilliant.
Happy with
That's
the
the
result.
attitude we like to hear.
That's brilliant. I mean, from what I've seen, I don't really want to race against you anymore. But we'll hopefully we get to race one day. But
don't worry, we are watching.
We are very nice.
So.
I'm a very nice driver. I like to think I am. Not after last week, but no. Again, no. Congratulations, Jorno. You had a brilliant race, and yeah, hopefully we'll see you again on the podium soon.
Yeah, thank you. See you next week.
Yep. So that's it. So we round off there in Italy for this week in Contest of Speed. If you want to tune in next week, we're at France next week. First race will be Tier 3 at 10 PM Monday night. And that's it from me. To Spell, thank you for being here with me.
I've just seen from K-Mark in the chat, he said GTA in the background. Yeah, I can confirm that I think half of Leeds is on fire at the moment, because there were about 4 fire trucks went past us during those podium interviews. So if you heard the
that's typical Leeds, but we'll just leave it at that. But yeah, thank you for coming with me, Neil, and joining me in comms.
Fantastic. I might come back at some point. It was just fun.
I hope you do. Yeah, but that's it. Thank you very much for joining us, and good night.